Netbook recommendations for a developer. I am thinking about getting a netbook for a secondary laptop. Ideally, it would mainly be used for surfing/email/travel, but I would like it to be good enough to be able to run Visual Studio for when I am at conferences and the like. I was thinking it would be nice to be able to put a 1632 GB SSD in it, as well as 2 GB of memory. Do you have any recommendations? Will a netbook even suffice, or should I upgrade to a small form laptop? Edit. I don't need to be able to build software on it. It would just be nice to occasionally be able to try out new tools, apps, or what have you without getting frustrated due to limited computing power.
Those specs with a decent processor should be sufficient to run Versus. I recommend Asus Netbook offerings, particularly the EEPC EPC 1000He, which has garnered fantastic reviews all around. If you're intent on 2 GB RAM, you may have to spend a little more.
I own the Asus EEPC 901 and run it under Ubuntu, but have given up trying to code on it. While I love the size UND weight and carry it when on the road, I absolutely hate the trackpad, to a point where I started carrying an external mouse, Logitech Nano. I've previously owned and used for coding HP's Omnibook 600 and 800, and still use a Libretto U100 for Windows-based coding. Those machines were more expensive, but also better engineered.
Before buying one, try spending some time coding on one. The small, rearranged keyboard might kick your productivity in the face. For instance, I have a Dell Mini 9 and I would never code with it. Its keyboard is hard to do home row typing. The trackpad mouse is too close to the spacebar and I keep tapping it as I type, moving the focus to wherever the mouse cursor happened to be.
If you're really after a netbook, then I would recommend the Samsung NC20. I have owned one for the last month and have found it quite satisfactory for coding on, but I probably wouldn't want to do so all of the time. I run Windows 7 on it and upgraded it to 2 GB RAM. The keyboard is large enough for touch typing and the screen is sizable for a netbook and sharp. It's surprisingly fast and light, and it runs cool. All in all, it's a surprisingly sweet little computer and quite visually attractive as well. I made the decision to purchase based on the very favorable reviews for it. This URL. This URL. This URL. This URL.